Hey, the Breakmaster here, and this is gonna be a surprise review because I didn't expect it to be out at least anytime soon from what people have been telling me, one of my subscribers. And so, I was just looking around in anime sites, saw anime season. I'm like, there's nothing really for me to watch to rant, or I was thinking about doing on go, but it's still too late for that. Don't feel like doing it now. And so I went to the other anime site, and I was like, hey, what's this? It's Deadman Wonderland. I was kind of surprised. I got a little hyped up because I was like, okay, maybe it's back. Maybe it's gonna start following the manga a little bit. Some awesome stuff's gonna happen. No. If this is following the manga, which I doubt it is, because I've been reading some of it. I just haven't really caught up to it like that. But I doubt this is following the manga. This is definitely filler. I don't really mind filler, but this one was kind of contradictory to Shinji's character, because this whole episode's about Shinji. And it's just like so different about Shinji in this episode. It's just like, what the heck? If you're hearing that noise, my dog's biting on a water bottle right now, so don't worry about that. But yeah, so this is basically Shinji's episode, and Shinji apparently is a cop. He's for the law now. She's trying to save people, and he's just going around cutting people, and he's like not supposed to kill anyone. Last time I remember, Shinji don't give a crap, but apparently he gives a crap in this. He cares about some people. The girl's name's Hinata, and the kid's name is Izuru. And I'm like, the funny thing, their names are from like Bleach and Naruto, which is funny. But yeah, I'm like, why do you care about the kids all of a sudden? This kid, and like, because the kids got getting ambushed by this group called Goreless Peace. And the Gorilla Fuse is trying to kick this kid's butt, and then Shinji comes, cuts him up, saves the kid. And he apparently knows this kid, and he knows Hinata, he knows the girl, and they start talking. Hinata, and it was whatever, it's not really that important because something happens at this. But yeah, so Gorilla Peace ends up doing an encounter with Shinji again, but they end up seeing the leader kind of. He's not necessarily the leader, but someone higher up than him, and his name is Keigo. And apparently Keigo has some kind of dead man power too, because he's like, we used to have the same sound. By the way, Keigo's voice actor should be Johnny Young Bosch for this. I can picture his voice playing him, because the way Keigo's voice actor is in this, it has like the same kind of tone, same kind of line delivery that Johnny Young Bosch would do. But I'm just saying, blowing that out there. But yeah, he was doing that, and he's like, he wanted him to join the group because he has some powers. And he's like, we should join together because we got some powers together too. And so he's like, I don't want to do that, you mothers. And so they end up leaving and everything, and like, he will come back again. So he ended up preparation, ended up killing basically Hinata, Izuru, and Shinji's like, oh my god, because he's supposed to be going over there, and he's like, no, Izuru, and stuff. I'm like, okay, his scream's kind of unmanly like, but hey. But so yeah, now that makes him mad. He's pissed off, and so he's like, I'm gonna go kill this Goreless Peace group. And then because he's also working with the people, he's a policeman and stuff. So his workers, his friends, cop friends or whatever his name, one of his Kaira, Toshiro, and Momoi, and one of his other this old man. They never said his name. His name's Old Man. They kept saying Old Man, so they didn't really say his name. His name's Old Man. And yeah, so like, no, don't do this alone. And so he was like getting his shotgun ready, getting his bulletproof vest, goes outside, and then the rest of the cops gonna come, and is like, let's go do this, man. We ready to bust some heads and stuff. And so they end up going in the car, going to go this piece, and Shinji's like, I'm gonna go kill all you suckers. And everyone put some guns pointing at him and stuff like that. And Shinji's like, I don't know what to do now. I didn't go this far. Which you should just use Sonic Blade to just stop all that crap. He didn't really do that. So the cops come like, boosh, boosh. He's like, yeah, we some beast son of a guns with some guns now. And so they start shooting. The cops beat the freaking lackeys, and so that leaves Keigo and Shinji to go fight each other. And so they got in this room, and Keigo had his little web of crap. That's what it was. He has like some web ability where you get caught in it, and he's all hanged up basically, and then he can squeeze you to death. That's what it does. And so he's like, you can't get it in my web. I'm so much stronger than you. You can't even touch me. Blah, blah, blah. And so, what's his name? The old man's are coming. And he's like, oh my gosh, Shinji, I can help you. And then boom, he gets caught. He's like getting squeezed almost to death. And police start bleeding and stuff. And that that prompted Shinji to be like, no, that's not happening again. And so he gets out of the little web crap, cuts it open, and then he uses like his little slice, turns into a big slice, tries to cut him, and you know, he ends up hitting his arm, and then he's like, all hurt. He's like, you finally hit me. So you gonna kill me now? So sitting there, and so Shinji's like, oh, finish you off, and he's like, and then he tries to stop, and then the old man's like, no, don't kill it, don't kill him. This is what I'm saying is contradicting Shinji's personality and stuff. He's all saying, the old man's like, no, don't kill him. This is not you. This is not your personality. You're not killing. You're not a killer. You don't kill people. And I'm like scratching my head, like, what? I'm sorry. Just this episode really just didn't make any sense. Shinji loves fighting. He's like Kenpachi from Bleach. You know, he has that fighting instinct. He wants to kill. He don't play around like that. He'll kill you if he has to. You don't care. So I'm like, what? So yeah, so he ends up, you know, stopping for a second. Then he's like, he remembers Hinata and Keigo and stuff. He's like, no, they're dead. He's like, I'm gonna finish you still. And old man's like, no. He closed his eyes and stuff. And then, you know, the guy started crying. Freaking what's his name? Keigo. He's like, but he didn't kill him for some reason, you know. And then he's like, pathetic and crap. Even though he'll start crying. How you gonna call him pathetic if you gonna freaking start crying? But yeah. So the cops end up getting them, arresting them, and everything, and you know, then it shows at the end that they're eating this this sour apple or tomato, whatever. You know, getting this tomato that's not even ripe yet to eat, and you know, it's like we gotta clean up this crap, because I don't want to say that crap. It's like we need to clean up this crap in this world, and like, you know, we're cops, we need to do this. We can clean up the crap and whatever. And yeah, like I said, I wasn't too, you know, like, prompted to be like, yeah, Deadman Wonderland back, yeah, because this episode right here just contradicts Shinji's character too much to me to like him, because Shinji's my favorite character in this series, and they just do this, you know. Why would it? I don't know. Leave a comment below if you've seen the episode yet, because I mean, it just came out like I don't know how long ago, and you know, I'm guessing it's back. You know, seasonal reviews. I'm gonna review it if you know, next week happens. So yeah, so subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more of that, and if you like Deadman Wonderland, and if you like this episode. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta. Deadman Wonderland episode 13 review. Yeah, so Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.